Well, residents of Kutaho and Kugur communities in Aribi ward of Kagago local government area of Kaduna State have deserted their homes following a deadly midnight bandit attack that led to the abduction of a Catholic catechist, his heavily pregnant wife, and about 30 other persons. Confirming the incident to Arise News, the parish priest of St. Joseph Catholic Church, Kutaho, Linus Masi Bobai, said fear has gripped the area, forcing over 90% of the residents to flee to neighboring villages for safety. According to him, the attack occurred around 2 a.m. on Monday when armed bandits stormed the communities after earlier issuing threats and ransom demands to residents. He explained that the bandits launched a coordinated attack while he was away in Kaduna procuring textbooks for St. Joseph's School. The cleric disclosed that the attackers abducted 16 persons from Kutaho, including a Catholic catechist, his pregnant wife, and their baby. Another 16 persons were taken from Kugur, bringing the total number of abducted victims to 32. All right. Oh, gosh, it's always so sad to report incidents like this, isn't it?
16 persons were taken from Kujuru?
Yes.
Kujuru?
Kujuru, yeah.
Again?
Yes.
Kajuru. Again.
No. Kajuru is different. This is another.
Is it Kujuru?
This Kujuru. Yes, Kujuru. And Kajuru was KAJ, very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it happened in Kaduna?
Yes, in Kaduna State, yeah.
What did I say the last time? It will happen again. You can see. We're a country of deceit. And if we don't stop deceiving ourselves, maybe we'll get things right. Till today, the Federal Security Forces have not been able to nip this malicious attempt. We've not been able to stop it. It's become a cultural thing. People don't fear the security authorities of the state again. Hence the conversations about complicity. I mean, we're talking about Kwankwaso's name and Mayeti Allah and all of that. The question we should even ask the government is, where are the terrorist financiers the Dubai authorities talked about? You are prosecuting Malami because he didn't prosecute those terrorist financiers. The government has been there for how many years? Why can't they prosecute them? You see, there's a mass level of indictment on our government and complicity. And the question is, why are we worried that people like America are telling us what to do when we have lost our sovereignty by not being able to speak truth to power? And when I was saying here, bless Oji's soul, that it will happen again, Oji felt sad. She thought I was a prophet of doom. But it's become a cultural thing. Why are we deceiving ourselves? What happened in Kwara? So today, have they brought the people to book that perpetrated those acts? No. Today we are having another one in Kaduna. The question is, when next will it happen? In all of this, we never hear that the security authorities got there in the nick of time and saved the situation. All we hear is they came after 10 hours, just like what happened in Kwara. Maybe they've deployed the operation Sakan Savalan, Sahel Savannah Shield. Savannah Shield. How many Savannah Shield has the Savannah operation shielded in Woro? Have you heard that they said they killed the body? What did we hear recently in Kwara? That they killed a forest guard officer. So let's keep deceiving her. Is that deceit too that also goes into the Senate Inquisition? Where they are asking a minister, if it's Rufai now, everybody will shout and be screaming and filling their head. And just ask a basic question. You take contract from Julius Berger, you gave it to this company. Justify why you gave it to this company. He say, come and inspect the project. You see the misnomer in the thinking. And some people are supporting him. All we are saying is contract integrity, following of due process. They say the company is doing generator. Come and justify. I thought he would have said no. The company has a track record. They've done this, they've done that, they've done this, they've done that.
The bidding process was more competitive.
And the bidding process was more competitive, and this is the way it went. He said, come and explain. You see, that's a clear case of kill like Bekilaju. He deflected, started assaulting people. Then the next thing, when they try to prevail, we didn't play that part. The next thing, say, I'm a distinguished Nigerians. Don't use words at me. at a Senate that is doing oversights. But in the end, with all this oversight the Senate does, do we fish out anything? At least from that process, we hear that they are owing contractors about 2 trillion. So when I was telling the minister yesterday, you see, a lot of people just think Rufai just talk. Rufai talks because he loves this country too much. And he doesn't have any other passports anywhere. When I was telling the minister yesterday here that your reforms have not worked, your budget is in shambles. A lot of people thought I was just talking.
Yeah, that's the Minister of Budget and
yes, the former governor of KB. A lot of people thought I was stupid. Can you not see that they are owing contractors 2.2 trillion? Can you not see that they are carrying over projects from 2025 to 2026? Can you not see? Is it me? Can you not see that Mr. Umahi is complaining about funding, that there's a paucity of funds? At the same time, they will sell the narrative, what I call the narrative as regards casino economy, that things are working, we are making a lot of revenue. So it's a country that culture is strategy for breakfast. And that's why we have the mass level of hypocrisy. And these things will continue to happen, except we start to tell ourselves the truth. I know this is not part of the topic, but just like the way they are making all sorts of false arguments. You have been able to stumble on a video where Mahmoud, those that invented beavers and IREV, where they said expressly that the process is almost fail-proof. In fact, he said that they are mapped out on the countries, they have less blind spots in the rural areas, and that the technology, you can still transmit without network. But when you move to an area, I wrote an interview yesterday with Peter Kochi of BBC, formerly of BBC, that when you move to the area where there's network, today, in fact, I was speaking, before I got on the air, I was speaking to technology experts, election technology experts, and they confirmed to me that what we should even be looking at now is the fidelity of the results by saying the location at which the transmission of the result is done must be stated, and it should be time-stamped, rather than having conversation about real time. That's the extensive meeting I was having before I came on there. So all the argument of no network, you see, we've quashed and destroyed and make useless this argument.
All right, thank you, Rufai.